All suffering is a message to tell yourself to either love yourself more, love other people more, or love this moment more. Love is the healing force. Love dissolves fear, love dissolves anger, love dissolves jealousy, love dissolves blame, love dissolves guilt, love dissolves resentment, love dissolves irritation, love dissolves frustration, love dissolves stress, love dissolves tension, and love sets us free. And freedom is mostly about not being afraid anymore. And most of those negative thought patterns are to do with fear and letting go of fear. And you can talk yourself out of fear. You can talk yourself into accepting this moment as it is. You can talk to yourself about believing that this moment is perfect and enjoying this moment. Or you can talk yourself into dissatisfaction. You could be dissatisfied with every moment, and that leads to suffering for yourself and for the people around you. So the level of happiness that you have in your life is down to the way that you talk to yourself and your attitude towards life. Are you prepared to accept life as it is? So why doesn't everybody just accept life? Well, we have egos. We have egos that say, well, I'm not satisfied with this. I'm not happy with the situation. I need to push forward. I need to try harder. And if that's you, then that's fine for you. That's fine. You know, I accept that. Of course I do, because I accept it all. Because I think that there's a point in your life, the perfect time for you in your life, where you start to suddenly realize, well, actually, I've had enough of suffering. I've had enough of fighting against all of this. I've had enough of being dissatisfied, and I'm going to choose to enjoy it. I'm going to choose to enjoy the exquisite natural beauty that surrounds me. I'm going to choose to enjoy the food that I eat. I'm going to choose to enjoy the people that I surround myself with. And gratitude is the way of dissolving the ego, being grateful for everything. I can be grateful for everything and anything. I can start off with being grateful for this breath that I've got. I can take it that low. I can take it to the very lowest level and say, I'm grateful for the clothes that I'm wearing. I'm grateful for the food that I ate today. I'm grateful for this table. I'm grateful for this camera. I'm grateful for the house that I live in. I'm grateful for the car that I drive. I'm grateful for the bed that I sleep in. I'm grateful for the people that surround me. I'm grateful for the plate that was made by somebody. I'm grateful for the fork that I eat with. You can continually be grateful. You can be grateful for every little thing, and it's a habit. Some people call it the attitude of gratitude, and it's easy to do, and it dissolves the ego. And if you're finding it less than easy to be grateful, then you know how much ego is forming your quality of your experience of the world. And the ego is very key in the amount of forgiveness that you're willing to engage in. It's easy for me to forgive. I forgive everybody for everything. Forgive everybody for any hurt that they've ever done to me. No matter how big, no matter how small. I just forgive them. I forgive my mum, I forgive my dad, I forgive my brothers, I forgive the people in the shop, I forgive anybody, everybody, I forgive any bosses, I forgive everything. I can just let it go. The past is over. When you think of it logically, the past is over. It's just a story that you're telling yourself. You're narrating your life, and anything in the past is a memory. But more often, it's a memory of a memory. It's not real. The only thing that's real is now. That's why when you hear a lot of people talking about letting go of stress and tension and finding more happiness in your life, you'll hear them talking about this moment, focusing on this moment, focusing on your breathing in this moment. If you notice your breath and you completely focus on your breath in this moment, there's no way that you can be thinking about the past. You can't be thinking about the person who ripped you off 5 years ago, or the person that you are upset with for not giving you the love that they could have given you. You can forgive them for not being the person that you would have liked them to be, and you can do that, and you can focus on your breath and bring yourself into the moment. And then the other massive part about finding happiness is creating a compelling future for yourself to move towards. So you can imagine yourself living in a nicer house. You can imagine yourself going on a nice holiday. You can imagine yourself hanging out with friends and enjoying that. You can create that, because when you look around you, everything that surrounds you, every single thing in your room, in your life, all those things were once in somebody's imagination, and they went to that imagination, that infinite imagination, the world of infinite possibility, and thought about something, and then they brought it into their lives. They brought it in, and it's reality that can be created. Your future is created through your imagination. So you go to that imaginary place and you imagine, you dream of something beautiful. You dream of good health. You dream of being wealthy and abundant, living in abundance. You dream of being loving and loving everybody and loving yourself and enjoying yourself. You dream of all of those things. You can think about them, and then you can just take one step towards them. Accept where you are right now in this breath, and then you create your future with your next thought. You have maybe 50,000, maybe 100,000 thoughts every day, and you can choose every single one of them. At first, this can be quite a challenge because there's so many of them, and so many of them are habitual, and you can choose every single one of them. You can choose to have peaceful thoughts. You can choose to have loving thoughts. You can choose to have forgiving thoughts. You can choose to have kind thoughts. You can choose to have grateful thoughts. You can choose to have friendly thoughts, supporting thoughts, nice thoughts, and you can let go of thoughts that are negative, that aren't supporting your happiness. You can let go of thoughts to do with fear, anger, jealousy, blame, guilt, irritation, frustration, tension, stress, criticism. You can release the need to criticize yourself. You can release the need to criticize anybody else. You can pick every single thought. You can slow your life down. Take a breath. What's my next thought going to be? What can I think right now? What can I do right now to keep me happy? I can choose a peaceful thought. I can choose a thought, I would like to make peace with the people around me. I can choose a forgiving thought. I'd like to forgive all the people for not being the people I would have liked them to be. I can choose a loving thought. I love this moment. I love the fact that I'm surrounded by exquisite natural beauty. You can find the positive. You can find the optimistic. You can eat the right amount of a healthy diet. That begins with a thought. You can drink the right amount of healthy drinks. That begins with a thought. You can take the right amount of healthy exercise. That begins with a thought. You can get a great balance between work, rest, and play. That begins with a thought. You can contribute to society. When you give, you also receive. When you care about people, the world cares back for you. Life can be very simple like that. If you learn to care about yourself more, other people more, and this moment more, then you'll find that all of that comes back to you. The world will care about you more. You will enjoy more. People will like you more, and you'll give more. And that process of giving and receiving, it reflects the rich abundance of life. It's seen all around nature. When you give something, then you also receive it, and you accept that everything is at exactly the right time, and everything is perfect, and everything is for your benefit. All of the challenges that you face in your life are there for you in order to try and help you to grow and to become more. And by responding in a positive way to those challenges, you can enjoy your life more. You can celebrate your life more. You can build your strength. You can talk to yourself in a way that helps you to respond to any situation, because you can always choose your response. You can always choose your response. So whatever anybody else does or says to you, if you're in a car crash, or if you've got an illness, or you've got a job that you don't like, you can respond to that. You can respond to it in the moment. You can take a deep breath. You can let it go. And you can respond to that. You can say, this is perfect. I accept this situation as it is. I can cope with this situation. We can always cope in the moment. As long as you're not trying to frighten yourself of the future or beat yourself up with the past, and you notice this moment, you can cope with this moment. You can always cope with this moment. You can choose this thought. You can say, I can cope with this. And you can greet this moment with a loving thought. You can remember what you are grateful for. I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my ability to respond to this moment with my next thought. And the way that you talk to yourself, that constant self-talk, that dialogue, you don't have to have it. There's lots of people who practice meditation and are letting go of self-talk altogether, so that they just create a stillness, a space. And that's beautiful too. And I like that. And for me personally, I like to do more. I like to control my self-thought. I can choose this next thought. I'm the only thinker in my mind. I'm the only person who can choose my next thought. And I create the future. I create my response to the future. I create my direction towards the future with my next thought. So I choose to say, I'm ready for this. I can change if I want to. What can I do right now to keep me happy? That's a great question. What can I do right now to keep me happy? And spontaneously follow your heart in the moment. You may well have learned to follow your head in the past, to think about things. So weigh up the pros and cons. What's the good things about this? What might happen if this? But your heart always knows. I always used to follow my head, but it doesn't actually bring you joy. Bringing you joy, the path of consistent happiness, the way that you walk through life in a consistently happy direction, is to notice your internal feeling, your heart. What does your heart say about that? What can I do right now to keep me happy? Well, I'm going to make this video. I'm going to cook a nice meal. I'm going to take some exercise. I'm going to contribute to society. I'm going to phone up my friend and apologize. I'm going to ask for forgiveness. I'm going to take a walk in the countryside. I'm going to treat myself to a bit of luxury. I'm going to eat a nice piece of chocolate. That's healthy enough. I'm going to stop eating junk food. I'm going to stop taking recreational drugs. I'm going to look after myself really well. I'm going to learn how to enjoy my life more. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to make a YouTube video. All of those things, you have that power. You have that moment of power is always refreshed. That's a beautiful thing about life, is that this moment is yours. This is the beautiful moment, the creative moment, the celebrated moment. You can choose this moment. You can take this moment and you can make it you can plant the seed for your future happiness. You can say to yourself, right now I'm going to plant this seed. I'm going to take a step towards being at my perfect weight. I'm going to take a step towards living a good, clean life. I'm going to take a step towards being a good friend to everybody I meet. I'm going to be nice to everybody. And that choice to go out into the world and to smile at people more, and to encourage people, and to support people, and to praise people, and to be grateful for those people that help your life to be more comfortable, and to be just a generally nice, friendly person. That choice to do that every single day. Imagine what the world would be like if we all went about our business in that way, where we all accepted everybody for who they are. Because we're all different. We're all, one of the most fabulous things about the world is that every single person is different. Everybody has a fingerprint themselves that is completely different. Their retina is completely different. Their heartbeat is completely different. Everybody has their own unique expression of life. They have their own personal expression of life that they can give to the world, and we all have something unique to offer. We're all complete one-offs. There's never been anybody like us in the past. There will never be anybody like us in the future, and we can celebrate ourselves without comparing ourselves with other people. It's irrelevant what you're like compared to your brother or your neighbor or the person in your class or the person in your workplace. That's irrelevant. It's not helpful to you to compare yourself with those people. If you focus on yourself and what you've got to offer the world and celebrate your unique gift that you've got to offer the world, you then can be yourself and enjoy being yourself, and you can give that to the world, and you can follow your heart. You can follow your heart moment by moment, spontaneously following what it is that you know is right for you. And by doing that, you change the world. You change yourself, you change your experience of your world, and you also change the world, because when other people see you being free to be who you are, courageously, without fear, taking on whatever it is that keeps you happy moment by moment, then you change the world. Other people are then inspired that, wow, look at you, you're doing that. You're really showing what you can be. You're taking the world on, and you're being who you would like to be. And there's so many examples of this. And the wonderful thing about life is that we're seeing, you can, once you start doing that for yourself, you start noticing other people who are doing it. You suddenly start thinking, oh, I'm free to be myself. I'm courageous. I'm doing exactly what I would like to do moment by moment. And then you notice, wow, look, that person on the TV, they're doing that. That person in the street, they're doing that. That person with that job, they're doing that. And by doing that, you start to notice the connection with all these other people that are courageously doing what they love, rather than doing what they've been told to do and acting as a response to fear. Oh, if I don't do this, then this might happen or that might happen. Courage and being true to yourself is the path of consistent happiness. And every single person has that ability to follow their heart and not be afraid of the consequences, and to live life on their terms. And when we do that, we change the world for the better. We always change the world for the better. The world is always changing. We are always changing. Nothing is like it was a moment ago. It's always changed. Everything is just changing slightly, subtly, all the time. And when you choose to change, and you change with love in your heart, and you follow your instinct about what you know is right for you, do the right thing, you trust your intuition, all the changes are positive. They're positive for your health. They're positive for the love of your life, and you enjoy every day. And the wealth aspect of it, that's real wealth. That's real wealth. You can meet people who are millionaires, multi-millionaires, who live in fear and aren't true to themselves, and they won't be as wealthy as somebody who is penniless but is true to themselves and loves doing what they do and knows that what they're doing is right for them, because they're free. And freedom is an amazingly beautiful and powerful thing. And following your dream and knowing every morning, wake up with enthusiasm, knowing what you're going to do is you're going to trust yourself moment by moment to enjoy the world on your terms. You're going to and by doing that, when you are completely courageous and you let go of all fear, you automatically become a nicer person. And the reason why is because if you're unafraid to say or to do whatever you do, you start to be more careful. You start to treat people with respect, more respect than ever before. You start to act in a more responsible way, because you know that you're not afraid to do things. You're not, and so you're friendly to people. You decide to be friendly, and all of this marries together in a wonderful movement of positivity and direction in your life. That you accept people more, you appreciate people more, you respect people more, you approve of people more, you respect and approve and appreciate of yourself more. You become your own best friend. you look after yourself. You start thinking about looking after the way you look and the way the place that you live and what you eat and what you drink and what you say to people, what you say to yourself, and you believe in yourself. And you start saying, I am capable, I am strong, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am magnificent, I am able to do what I would like to do. I am able to choose my next thought. I am able to take myself on. And I am confident. I am powerful. I am magnificent. I am, and you can keep on that self-talk of like building yourself up and believing in yourself and hoping for the best and creating it by imagining it and then taking a step towards it and noticing yourself about, am I suddenly holding myself back? Am I sabotaging myself with fear or anger or jealousy or blame or guilt or resentment or tension or irritation or frustration or criticism? Am I stopping myself? Yes, I am. And that's good. If you notice, once you start noticing, you become more aware of what you're saying and what you're doing, and you then let those go. You let it go. I let go of fear. I let go of anger. I let go of jealousy. I let go of blame. I let go of guilt. I let go of irritation. I let go of frustration. I let go of tension. I let go of stress. I release the need to criticize myself. I release the need to criticize anybody else. I choose to be to accept the world as it is, accept myself as I am. I choose to love and appreciate myself and respect myself. I choose to celebrate my life. I choose to be enthusiastic about what I do. You can only be enthusiastic what you do if you love what you're doing moment by moment. This can't be a big plan. You can't imagine really with finite detail that, 10 years time, it's got to be that I'm doing this and that, because you change moment by moment. The only thing that you can be sure of is that you follow yourself spontaneously, moment by moment. You choose to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be aware of what I'm doing moment by moment and ask myself, is this right for me? Would I like to, what can I do right now? What can I do right now to keep me happy? What can I say right now? And just take a breath and consult yourself. Listen to that inner wisdom. Notice your heart. What can I do right now to keep me happy? Well, I can change. I can do something different. I can talk to myself differently. I can be a more friendly person, a nicer person. I can become a peaceful person, a loving person, a kind person, or a more peaceful, more loving, more kind, more gentle, more encouraging, more supportive, more friendly. And that whole language of positivity is what a lot of the videos that I've put on YouTube are about. So if you'd like to look at the other videos, I've got videos about meditations, I've got videos about like hypnosis, which are affirmations, and those creation of affirmations and saying them over and over again. Not once, not twice, not 50 times. When I'm talking about saying affirmations like I love myself, I approve of myself, I appreciate myself, I respect myself for who I am, I'm magnificent, I love everybody, I care about everybody. Those affirmations, you can say those millions of times. I think over the last few years I've said affirmations to myself millions of times. That's, you got like maybe 100,000 thoughts you can have a day. So every 10 days you're saying 1 million thoughts. So then over a year, over 2 years, over 5 years, over 10 years, how would your life be different if you're saying, I love you, I approve of you, I appreciate you, I forgive all past hurts, I set myself free from the burden of resentment, I forgive myself for all past hurts, I now command myself to find the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, the power, the energy, the enthusiasm, and whatever else it takes to help as many people as I can find more happiness in my life today and every day. You now command yourself to find the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, the power, the passion, the humor, the vibrancy, the love, the joy, and whatever else it takes to help as many people as you can find more happiness in their lives every day. And then there's the we. We now command ourselves to find the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, the power, the passion, the humor, the vibrancy, the love, the joy, and whatever else it takes to help as many people as we can find more happiness in their lives today and every day. And by saying affirmations in the I am powerful, you are powerful, we are powerful, if you say it in the I, the you, and the we for all of your affirmations, you also get a different interpretation, a different experience of those affirmations. If you say them into a mirror, it's very powerful. I've made videos. Now, you could make the same videos that I've made, but for you, using your own voice is a very powerful way of learning affirmations. And repeating them, listening to them over and over again. You can play them while you're asleep. You can play them while you're going for a walk. You can, as you're walking along, you can talk to yourself and you can repeat affirmations. And people tell me the affirmations, they don't work. No, they don't. They only work if you're committed to them, if you're aware of every thought that you're thinking, and if you're prepared to dissolve your ego. Are you prepared to dissolve your ego? I mean, or are you convinced that it's more enjoyable to think you're better than other people? Because that dissatisfaction that the ego has is fine, and you're perfectly welcome to it, and it might well bring you material wealth, and it cannot bring you happiness unless you choose to be happy. Unless you say to yourself, I would like to be happy. I would like to be happy with with the way that it is. That it is what it is. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. I'm just going to experience the world and surrender to it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to surrender to it. I'm going to allow the world to be, and I'm going to accept myself as perfect and complete and whole. And that's a choice. It's an absolute choice. You can choose to be dissatisfied. I've heard people say, if I become satisfied, if I become happy with my life, then I'll have no drive. All that really means is that you're using fear to drive you forward, fear that you're not good enough. And that's fine, and it will work to keep you reading and working hard, and it cannot bring you happiness. It cannot bring you satisfaction. It cannot bring you peace in this moment. All any of us would ever like is to be happy in this moment. That's all you'd like. You might think that you'd like a car, a house, a job, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a family. You might think all of that, but all you would really like is to be happy in this moment. If you are happy in this moment, then all of those things are nice. So, I'd like a nice car. I like a house. I like having, clothes. I like having food. That's all good, and that's brilliant. And the only reason why I like all those things is to keep me happy in this moment. If you can keep yourself happy in this moment, you can, and it's moment by moment, because it will change because you change. So it's important to bring yourself back to the moment. Have a breathe, let go of the past, and imagine a compelling future. And I remember that all I'd really like is to be happy right now. I'd be happy asking myself, what's right for my heart right now? What would I like to do right now? And then follow that intuition, follow that intuitive feeling that you get. Listen to it. The more you do that, the closer and stronger that connection with your intuition gets. And you can use it every single moment of the day. You can get up in the morning and go, what shall I wear today? I'll wear that shirt. I'll wear those trousers. Shall I go to work? Yes. No. Shall I apply for a job? Yes. No. You know what's right for you. What shall I do now? What shall I do now? What shall I do now? And keep asking yourself, keep following that path, courageously following that path. That is the path of consistent happiness. Notice the thoughts that you're thinking. Are they fearful thoughts? Are they angry thoughts? Are they jealous thoughts? Are they criticisms of yourself? Are they criticisms of anybody else? And notice that they are choices. Become more aware of the thoughts that are coming into your house. A lot of them are habitual. They're not subconscious. People say it's a subconscious, that it's not genetic. It might well have been taught to you before you even realised that you were learning. However, it is controllable. And you notice them, you slow your life down, and you notice each thought one by one. And then you start to choose thoughts that are more enjoyable. If you'd like to. If you'd like to be ruled by your ego, continue to be dissatisfied with your life, maybe pushing yourself hard, maybe fearing failure, allowing yourself to be beaten by that stick rather than by using the carrot of like what you actually enjoy doing, then you can follow that if you like, or you can choose loving thoughts, self-loving thoughts that inspire you, that enthuse you, that fascinate you. Follow your desires, not your desires so much. This is quite an interesting bit, is that the difference between liking what happens and wanting. When you're wanting something, you've got an ache for something. You've got like a car-shaped hole in your life, or a girlfriend-shaped hole in your life, a boyfriend-shaped hole in your life, or a house-shaped hole in your life, a job-shaped hole in your life, because you want them. Then it takes away the possibility of you feeling completely satisfied. Sure, I'd like a car, a house, I'd like a relationship, I'd like a nice job, and and accept that you are where you are in this moment, and that's fine. Satisfied, happy, whole, perfect, just as you are, and growing, changing, moving towards what you'd like in the future. Oh, I'd like a car, I'd like a nicer car, I'd like a nicer house, I'd like a relationship. Good. And by being content, by being happy, by living fearlessly, you become much more attractive, you become more cool, you become more friendly, people like to talk to you, and these things will just come at that perfect time. Everything comes at the perfect time, everything. Whether it's something challenging in your life that is there to try and help you to grow, or whether it's something wonderful in your life, like, a piece of fruit, it's wonderful, and appreciate, yeah, I'm happy because I have this lovely piece of fruit. I'm happy because I have this opportunity to enjoy this moment. I'm happy to be able to move on to the next stage of my life, and I'm satisfied. And what can I do right now? I could have a doze. I could go and do something creative, because that kind of happiness and that joy and that love for doing what you're doing naturally it leads to a more creative life, a more spontaneous, enjoyable life that you can be enthusiastic by, that you can be more fascinated by, and that's your gift to yourself. Only you can do that. Nobody else can do this for you. Nobody else can help you to feel free. Nobody else can help you to be satisfied in this moment. Nobody else can give you peace of mind. Nobody else can help you to love your life. Only you have your control over your next thought. Only you can choose to be forgiving, loving, friendly, kind, and only you can choose to follow your conscience. What everyone else does to you, that's on their conscience. Just let it go. Accept it, or accept that you don't accept it and say, hey man, can you be nicer to me? Can you be more gentle with me? Can you be more loving towards me? Can you be more friendly towards me? Can you respect me more? I respect you. Can you respect me? I love you. Can you love me? And by doing that, you change your experience of the world just by changing your thoughts. And suddenly the world is a different place for you. You experience it in a different way. You actually change the world by the way that you change your thoughts. You change your thoughts towards it, and suddenly the world is different for you. Things happen differently for you. You get a better, more enjoyable experience, more positive experience of the world. And that starts to build a virtuous circle of good things happening. You appreciate those good things happening. You let go of the fear, and you allow yourself to be happy. I deserve happiness just because I exist. We all deserve happiness just because we exist. And allowing yourself happiness, allowing everybody else happiness, allows the flow of happiness to come through you. All the happiness you could ever enjoy in this world is within you right now. Always. It's always within you. And I know that, you might be sitting in a jail listening to this and saying, yeah, but look at this. I've got this jail around me. I've got these criminals around me. I'm being beaten up every day. Yeah, it's challenging for you. Yeah, sure. And only you can choose your response to it. Only you can just say to yourself, I accept this. I accept where it is at the moment. This is a poison time and it will change. I accept this. I'm going to go out in the world and be friendly, loving, kind, gentle, supportive. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to, every single moment, every interaction I have with people, I'm going to be positive and kind and forgiving. And watch how quickly your life changes as you choose to be completely, unconditionally supportive, friendly, forgiving, kind, loving, peaceful. All of that is within you. All of you have all of that within your control to say, yeah, I'm going to choose to be beautiful, kind, gentle, forgiving, loving, peaceful, and watch how every single interaction starts to change, because people might still be less than friendly towards you, especially at first, but once you just sit there and smile, yeah, well, I forgive you, do what you like, I'll forgive you, I accept that whatever you're going to do to me is just what's going to be, I accept it, I surrender to it, I surrender to this moment, that's fine, you do what you like, that's on your conscience, how I respond is on my conscience. You then find that those people that are beating up on you will say, actually, this isn't right, this is because what you're doing is right, you're setting the example here. And that's it. Setting the example is the greatest thing you can do. Be the change that you would like to see in the world. Be the sort of person that you would like to live around. And you attract that then. You attract those same people into your life. You attract friendly, loving, kind people into your life, because the people that would like to fight you, if it's all one way, that's no fight, that's no good. And okay, so at first when you change, you might experience a little bit of that old echoes of the way that you were coming back to you. Okay, accept it, surrender to it, take it on the chin, turn the other cheek, say, okay, that's your conscience, I'm going to be who I would like to be, I'm going to be the sort of person that I would like to live around, I'm going to be the better version of me, and I know that you're trying your best, we're all trying our best, everything's happening at the right time for everybody, and this is the moment that I change my response. I am the power in this moment. I breathe. I let go of the past. I let go of fear, anger, jealousy, blame, guilt, tension, resentment, stress. I release the need to criticize you for what you're doing. I release the need to criticize me for what I'm doing. I know that in this moment I am choosing love, because love is the most powerful force in the universe. When we care about people more, when we are more respectful, more appreciative, then we create a difference in the way that we experience the world. We care about ourselves more. We care about this moment. We look after what we eat, what we drink. We get the right balance between work, rest and play. We get the right balance between our mind, our body and soul. We look after ourselves. We start to think about ourselves, become more aware of ourselves. We look after our environment. We look after our personal grooming. We start to contribute more to society. And you can contribute in so many ways. It doesn't mean that that you have to take up a job being a nurse, although a nurse is a fabulous job, or you could it doesn't mean it's about every single moment. It's about opening a door for somebody. It's about seeing somebody that looks like it could do with a hand and you say, I can help you out. It's about just being friendly and kind on social media, on your Facebook message. Just choose to be loving, choose to be kind, choose to be supportive, like people's threads, be positive about people. Say, yeah, you're looking great today, bro. You're looking great today. You're doing well. This is, believe in yourself. And when you support other people, guess what happens? It all comes back to you. You start finding that people support you more. They appreciate you more, and opportunities open up for you. And that's the real wealth. That is why you can see that the world is fair, because everyone has that choice. Everyone has that opportunity to respond to life with their next thought in a positive way, a loving way, and by doing that, you have the power. So everybody has that freedom, and because everyone has that freedom, that is why the world is fair, because you don't need to upset yourself about whether somebody else has got a bigger house, a bigger car, because their level of happiness is not in that car. It's not in that house. It's not in $1 million or $1 billion or pounds. It's not in that. The level of happiness is directly related to how willing they are to let go of fear and how willing they are to be kind and friendly and gentle to other people. That's the level of happiness. That's the real wealth. The real level of happiness is all controlled by your own ability to talk to yourself moment by moment, to choose every single one of your 50 to 100,000 thoughts a day and choose thoughts that are inspiring, that are enthusiastic. So what I'm hoping is that if you'd like to get any help with this, I'm happy to help. I've helped thousands of people out for free. I charge people sometimes as well, but I've never charged someone who couldn't afford it. And so if you'd like to ask me questions, ask through a YouTube link. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. Ask away. My email address is below on this video. All the resources I've put on this on YouTube are for free. You can look at them. You can start to think about the thought patterns that you're choosing, and you can start to move towards a more enjoyable set of thought patterns. You can choose that. Only you can choose that. And there's other people that I'd recommend that you read up about or watch on YouTube. People like Eckhart Tolle, I think that's how you say his name, Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra. This isn't coming just from me. There are many great, powerful leaders in the field of changing the way that you think, leading to positive changes in the way that you experience your life. Watch them, look at them, notice them, and soak yourself in a different way of thinking, and notice how massively that changes your life. You sow a thought, you reap an action. You sow an action, you reap a habit. You sow a habit, you reap a character. You sow a character and you reap your destiny. I think that's paraphrasing a quote by Gandhi, one of my great heroes. And here he was also saying, you can be the change that you would like to see in the world. Be the sort of person that you would like to hang around. Show the great example of how you'd like to be, and notice how that changes the world for you. It changes the way people interact with you. It changes the way that you perceive other people. And allow yourself to be open to change. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to be more caring. I'm willing to be more forgiving. I'm willing to be kinder. I'm willing to be more loving. And if you take that on board, I promise you that it will change the way that you live your life. It change your experience of your life. I highly recommend it. I'm confident that if you've got to this point in the video, that this moment is exactly right for you. This message is just the right time for you. This has happened for an absolute purpose and a reason at this moment in your life. This was the message for you to change, and to change now. And I'm pretty confident that if you've got this far in the video already, you know already that this is. I hope this inspires you. I hope this sends a message to you. Yes, there's lots of other people that have gone through this. I've talked to lots of people about this. I've seen thousands of people notice the change that they can get in their life. I know that people like Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Louise Hay have sold hundreds of millions of books, had lots of hits on YouTube. Go and check their YouTube channels out; they're great. And this time is coming. This elevation in consciousness that people are starting to believe that yes, I can make a difference. I can believe in myself more. I can turn my life around. I can turn everything else around. I'm gonna stop blaming anybody else. The blame can never bring anyone happiness. So stop blaming anybody for the quality of your life, and recognize that the quality of your life is all about how you respond to it. You have a car crash. Let's hope that you don't. Let's certainly don't imagine it. But if you did, and you're sitting there and you say, I can choose my response to this. I can choose to see this as a a wake-up call for me to be to look after myself better, to care about myself more on every single level. Everything that I eat, everything that I drink, every thought that I think, every person that I talk to, I can do that in a conscious manner. I can take hold of the power that I have within me in that moment. I can breathe. I can notice this breath. I can let go of the past. I can create a compelling future that I can move towards one step at a time, accepting that this is the perfect time for me. This is all happening for a reason and a purpose, and it serves me. And I can experience the joy of that. I can experience the wonder of the world every moment and notice how things start to come together. Notice how, oh wow, look, I was just thinking about that video that Julius was talking to me about, Eckhart Tolle, and then look, somebody's just posted a video on Facebook, and notice that connection, the way that the world all connects us. Nothing happens randomly. It's all part of a greater picture that you may or may not see all the time, but you can start to see more of. You can become more aware of the way that the whole building blocks of the world come together. You recognize, yes, this is how it happens. And you get that aha moment. Aha! Yeah, that's how it happens. It's all coming together at exactly the right time for me, and this is perfect. Yes. And notice that you play your part in that. When you start to believe more in your power to change the world for the better, you start to recognize that all starts to happen around you as well, and it all comes into place for you. Everything happens at the perfect time. It slots together. And you notice that, I'm feeling a bit afraid of that. And it's just a thought pattern. Fear is just a thought pattern. It's just your ego going, hello. You can say bye-bye and dissolve the ego and let the ego go. Let the fear thought patterns go and say, no, actually, what I'd like to do, all I'd ever like is to be happy in this moment, to be grateful in this moment, to accept this moment, surrender to this moment. Whatever will be, will be. I just accept it. I accept all the past as perfect, and it's brought me to this perfect moment now. It all happened for a reason. It brought me to this moment now. So it's all good. It's all part of my journey. Any challenge I face is a message to me to love myself more, love this moment more, love other people more. And when you do that, all the changes are positive. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, feel free to get in touch with me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, just because it's fun for me to see my subscribers growing up. Please share this. If you like this, share it, or make your own video. Maybe this is the right time for you to make your own video. Look at my other videos. They're all around the same sort of message that can help to give you the information that you can use to help you get positive change, to find that happiness within you right now. It's all there already. And it's just behind the barriers of those thought patterns. So, my name's Julius Fawcett. It's been lovely to talk to you. And, I hope you have a lovely day. And that's it for now. Bye-bye.